All right, guys, so today I'm going to be making a video talking about EV charging, but today I'm going to address a misconception when it comes with electric vehicles. People think that charging is actually free. EV charging is really not free at all. You're actually paying, even if you charge at home, you're paying to charge. So the misconception comes from Tesla allowing first adopters for the Tesla Model S to charge at their Tesla superchargers for free. So back then, Tesla superchargers used to be free for everyone, but then Tesla changed it, so now everyone has to pay for EV charging. People still think that you can charge for free with an electric vehicle. It is true in some cases where the charging is free, but to find free charging is actually very hard. And especially finding free charging that you can have access to is even harder. So what I'll do is go on PlugShare and try and look for free charging and see if it's actually possible to charge for free with an electric vehicle. All right, so it looks like we found a charger. It looks like it's at a school. So I'll go there and see if we can actually charge for free. So we made it to the actual charger and we're about to go test it out. But just keep in mind that if you were going to this charger to actually charge for free, you do need the actual membership card. All right, so let's look at it here. So it is near a school. There are people that live around here. So if you do live around here and you do have access to this charger, then you can actually charge for free if it actually works. So we're gonna test it out right now. It does look like the parking is restricted, maybe for employees only at the school. But I don't know if you'll get any complaints if you come after school hours to charge. I think it might be fine, but let's look here at the charger. All right, so just say to become a member, go on the Flow website. So it tells you to put the card on here to actually start the charge, and it does say that it's free. So let's start it up. All right, so I do have my membership card right here. So what we're gonna do is just tap it, then from there take the charger and plug it into the car. And I do need this adapter to actually start charging. Let's take the adapter, get that ready. I'm gonna tap the card over here. Should have a beep. And no beep. Oh, there we go. So we heard a beep. Oh, so we can actually access the charger. Right, so I put the adapter on the charger. Now I just have to plug in the car. So once it turns green, it will charge. I did hear a click over here. So let's see. It's actually already started charging. That's actually insane. So let's see if the car is actually charging. So it is charging. It is 3 kilowatts so far, 4. It should go all the way up to 7 if it's actually maxed out. But let's see, 6. Come on, are we gonna get 7? So it does look like it's maxed out at 6. So yeah, you don't get the full charge with this, but if you charge this overnight and you live right around here, then you basically have a free charge, especially if you don't have any complaints when you're charging at night. So we're still at 6, so it does look like 6 is the max, but the charge is actually free. I can check my Flow account, but I don't have any money in that account. So the fact that it's actually charging and the fact that it doesn't show the pricing here means that it's actually free. The charge is actually free. So I did find a real charger that actually charges for free, but it is at a school. But then again, you might be able to charge after hours and you might be able to charge for free without any complaints. If you do live around here, I would definitely get an EV and you wouldn't even have to pay to install a charger at home. I would just use this charger if I'm allowed to and just charge overnight for free. So if you're charging overnight, you're gonna get 100% every day. And you won't have to pay a dime in electricity. If you do find an EV charger that is actually free, you wanna make sure that it's not in a popular place, because obviously if it's free but someone's always using it and you can't rely on the actual charger, then you can't really use an EV if you don't have home charging. You wanna make sure that it's free and that it's maybe exclusive to you some way, or either it's not very much in use. So that way you can confirm that you'll always get a charge every night, but at the same time you can confirm that you won't have to pay anything for it. But I'm still surprised that I was able to find a free charger out in the wild and actually have access to it. I might actually go and look for another free charger around the city and see if there's some EV chargers that you can actually use for free and you can own an electric vehicle without having to pay any electricity. We can unplug, we can put this back in, and we can close it. So yes, we are able to confirm that free charging is actually possible. If you should rely on free charging, maybe not. Depends on your situation. So if you can make sure that it's exclusive to you and that you have unlimited access and also that it's free, then 100% get an electric vehicle and you won't have to pay anything to refuel. But if the charger is not exclusive to you and that you don't have unlimited access, then you might not want to rely on a charger, a public charger. You might want to actually pay up and install a charger at home. If you don't have home charging, then I wouldn't even suggest you getting an EV, because home charging is one of the top important parts of owning an EV. So make sure you have either home charging or free charging anywhere they have access at any time. But yeah, free charging is actually possible, not the norm, but possible. All right, so before we end the video, I just found a new charger that is actually free. So we just reviewed this one that is actually free, but there are some things that just makes it not as convenient. First thing, obviously it is free, so that's a good thing. But the second thing is that there's only one charger and it's not exclusive to you. So if anytime you do need to charge and someone else is charging, you won't be able to charge. And the third thing is it is restricted access. Technically we can charge maybe after hours, nobody will have an issue with it. So the second charger we're going to look at, we're going to do that same criteria for that charger. So we're going to make sure it's free. We're going to make sure that's accessible for everyone, and we're going to make sure that it can be maybe exclusive, or you can make sure they have at least more than one charger so you have a better chance at charging anytime you want. So we're going to go to that charger, we're going to look at it, review it. But this one, I'll give it a B+ because it's close to houses, so someone that lives here can get an EV and not have to install it. If they want, they can still have access maybe after school hours, because employees at school won't be charging here. The only thing that stops you from charging here or relying on this charge is the fact that there's only one free charger. If there were multiple free chargers, you would have a better chance at actually charging when you come back from work or when you get home. But since there's only one, if someone else uses that free charger, then you won't be able to charge. That's why this charger gets a B+ for being free. Now we're going to go to a second charger and see if it can get a better grade than this one right here. To the actual second charger, and as you can see is over there. It does look like it's a home charger and not necessarily a public charger, so you don't even need a card or anything. You just need to plug it in. This is the actual charger. You just plug it in and it should actually charge the car. This is actually more simple than the last charger we were at, so it gets a point for simplicity. You just have to plug it in and then we have a charge. It does look like it's not necessarily a public charger where everyone could use. It does look like it's supposed to be a public charger only for employees, and they set up a home charger to make it simple. It doesn't look like anyone is gonna be coming to this charger to actually charge. The only thing is, it's not near homes. Regardless, even if you do live somewhere near, you won't be able to charge here all the time because you're not necessarily just walking there in a 2-minute walk or 1-minute walk. You can look around, but as you can see, there are no homes around here. There is a home down there, so I guess if you live down there, you can come here to charge for free. But enough talking, let's actually plug it in and see if it actually charges and see if it charges for free. All right, so I got the charger, put the adapter on the actual charger. All we have to do now is actually plug in the charger into the car and it should start charging. So from my understanding, public chargers, especially chargers that are available for everyone, charges around 6 to 7 kilowatts. My car can only take 7 kilowatts when it's charging on AC charging, which is level 2 charging. So we should see maximum of 7 kilowatts. So if you look in here, we're at 5 right now, just got to 6, and we got all the way to 7. So it maxed out to the, oh, well, now we just went back down. So from my understanding, it could be teetering around 6 to 7. It is technically maxing out, but we are getting a charge for free. So I didn't have to plug in anything. See, it goes back to 7. So it goes from 6 to 7 depending on the actual current that's going through. So if we look here, there's no card, anything to put in. The light turns blue when it's actually started charging. The opposite for the Tesla, the light turns green when it actually starts charging. The cable is actually accessible. There's nothing that says parking restricted. So it does look like we can actually charge here without a problem. So let me rate it. The accessibility is a good accessibility because it's actually free and you don't have to actually put a card or anything. So this is actually technically better than the first charger. So good accessibility. The fact also that it's a little bit hidden away says that there's not too many people that will actually use that charger. You can actually rely on this a little bit more than the other charger that we saw earlier in the video. So good charging, it's free, good accessibility. Can you rely on this charger? Like I said, there's not too many houses around, but if you can manage to walk down from there, if you live around there, and walk here to charge, I would say you can actually rely on this for overnight charging, because if it is meant for employees, there won't be too many employees charging at night, and the fact that it's a little bit hidden away makes it a good charger to rely on because not too many people will come here to charge. So if you look at the car, we are still charging. There's no time limit, it still goes on. And I set the limit to 100%. So I would give this a A rating. So the last charger was a B+. This one is an A because you can actually charge for free. It's actually hidden away, so you can rely on it a little bit more. And you don't need a card membership, so the accessibility is very, very nice. This is a very good one. I'm actually surprised about the amount of free chargers that we see around here. I might look for more free chargers to see if charging for free might not be an actual myth. I loved looking for free chargers, so I might do more videos looking for more free chargers around the city and seeing if owning an electric vehicle can be actually very, very cheap just by charging for free. So if you want to charge for free, there are ways to go about it. You're just gonna have to put the work in and make sure that you can actually find a free charge on a daily basis. But let me know if you think this is a good video idea to look for more free chargers. Put a comment down below if you think this charger is better than the other one, and see you guys on the next video. Peace.